Alright guys, here comes something painful. Ohio State. This is gonna be awful. 92 defense. Ugh. Here we go. Time for suffering. Oh,
welcome to the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all.
Oh, and it's an away game.
Scarlet and Gray already rocking this house. We've got a top 25 matchup.
Whoops.
Teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the UCONN Huskies, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Oh, and they get the ball to start.
UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Ohio State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Brown wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The give out of the gun. And the Buckeyes get enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play. They get just enough to keep.
So far, terrible.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Tate. Put it right on him.
He said finds his man, it's Tate.
And they'll move the chains with the first down. The Buckeyes are in the red zone.
There was no one named Tate there.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. Not much working there.
Is it the quarterback?
Ooh,
no.
That was close for the offense. They tried
that was
a
quarterback screen.
Beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. Uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Deep shot for the end zone. What a snag by the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, this quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the jet motion. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Huskies are on the move. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
To the ground, he's got it again. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He leaves it with the back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And the try is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quick release on the RPO. They get him down after he makes the catch. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a first down. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Finds his tight end. Ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games. That is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Going to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Snagged in the middle, it's Bell. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He's going to pass on second down. Safe completion on the screen. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. The give to the tailback. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? Man, he's got 45 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. The Huskies trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that out.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch, called for and made. The UConn offense goes back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Here's the handoff. And he could not get loose on the run.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. 3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UConn!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Brown will throw it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They'll give it to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You've got to keep defenses off balance.
The give from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
This UConn offense really has it going. Might as well give it to him again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs management. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. Open space at the 25. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there. Listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver shows motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Touch pass on the right. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half.
17-0 at half. Let's go.
Join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys,
19 first downs.
In Columbus for an entertaining first half than you. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand.
That was like their biggest play right there.
Lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense, and also
why are they showing it twice? Because it's their only play.
And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
I actually really like that pistol play.
It's working. Why change it? And that running game was
Wow.
working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it.
They have
here
4
in the
more
third
passing
quarter.
yards
You
than
just
me.
know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this
Their
on
crowd's
us.
like
Let
a
us continue
non-factor
to
right
go
now,
out there,
too.
push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
I'm going to keep running the clock down, too.
To the ground with the back.
Oh,
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They make the tackle, but UConn has enough for the first down.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
I don't think I have anyone on the offense like that.
Hands it off.
Oh.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The Huskies are on the move. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Powers through the defender. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
On the ground, it's Edwards. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last one.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll run it from the gun. Nice move to pick up yardage. Tackled after picking up the first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
And he shut the stadium up.
Yeah.
Line straight as
They're getting this guy lathered up. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off.
Oh, it shows their last play, too. No kidding.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, it looks like it. Their safety's playing up in the box.
They go to the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
I've had the ball.
Handoff to the
Quite a bit of
running
it.
back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
I haven't yet. This is my first drive of the third quarter.
They can pick up a first without scoring.
I can't wait to see what my season ranking is or my divisional ranking is if I win this game.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
I've had the ball
UConn comes
almost
to
10
the line
minutes
with
now.
a 1st and goal.
If I score here, I think it's over. They just won't have enough time. They can't seem to stop me.
telling you.
Other than the, like, jet
They'll try to
sweeps.
get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
It's alright, I'm going to make them stop the run. My time of possession is crazy.
The run up the middle here, looking for a pass to the end zone. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
What's up, bro? My favorite baseball team? I don't really watch baseball, to be honest with you, dude.
And they're able to get him down.
I used to watch the Red Sox when I was younger because that was my grandfather's team. You're a Mariners fan? Yeah, I think I remember you saying that. Or one of my best friends, Chris, he's a Mariners fan as well.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to...
Pass on the way out. It's picked off. Bringing it back.
Oh, dude. Oh, no way.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game.
That was the same guy that picked him off in the end zone earlier, too.
How about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know
the
you
Jets.
can feed and get productive gain after gain.
I think
now
he's a Jets fan
yards.
too, actually.
You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Yeah, the season just started, didn't it?
On 2nd and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line.
Yes!
Touchdown, UConn! And the punishment has been extended.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half.
Yeah, the Husky boys are winning, dude.
How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything.
6 runs in the first inning is crazy. Send him back.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
He was so buns.
Yeah, he's probably
on the move from inside his 5.
Ooh, I thought he was
nice
gone.
Job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
This is not looking good for Ohio State.
Back out there. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse,
I was worried. I was postponing this game as long as I could.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back in the way.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He'll try the left side. They bring
He gets
him down,
tackled
and he's
for a
going to lose
loss.
a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout.
Oh, dude, if that was...
Looking to make a big play there.
Well, the offense tried to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, tried to cut to the inside. They're just not able.
And he is finding wide open defenders all
Rubs. Dude, that man is huge.
Interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions.
Don't feel bad, dude. The Jazz right now are, I believe, tied for the worst record in the league. And we're tanking for basically no one because I'm pretty sure Cooper Flagg is recommitting to Duke for next season.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6.
First.
Just recently went to college.
Yeah.
Give to the running back. They'll stop him at the 41.
This game's over.
Got 10 yards and they'll move the chains.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Sure, dude. Sure you are.
That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Yeah, I think that's what it said.
Down to start the drive after the break.
It's atrocious.
They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Oh, here we go. Showing all the chat again.
3rd and short. Coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory.
No, this is not 4-down territory.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Oh, maybe it is.
Close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise.
No, I think I went for a 4th down earlier in the game.
On 4th and inches.
Has he done besides?
Yeah, hand the ball off all game. I've thrown like a total of 2 passes that were more than 5 yards from the line of scrimmage.
Try to get it on the ground. And excellent vision.
Edwards is running so slow because of that injury.
Good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Big reason why his team
You're
has
stressing
the lead
because
right
you're
now
a
in the league
Mariners
is because
fan,
of his
bro.
performance running the football.
That's why.
Over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were
You
gonna
guys have
to
had
really
historically
put a lot
bad
of pressure
seasons,
on him.
and
He'd have to shoulder
this
the
season
load.
you guys
He has
broke
delivered
the
for
single
his
season
offense all
season win
game.
record. I'm pretty sure you got eliminated in the first round of the
He
playoffs.
sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is
Yeah.
backed up. Shadow
I'd
of
be
the
stressing
goalpost
too,
trying
dude.
to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. He bullies
Ichiro's
his way
definitely
all
one
the
of
way
my
down
all-time
the
favorites, though.
And down here near the goal.
That guy was a
line,
hitting
got to be
machine.
physical, and this guy's proven
You
it
live
today,
40
Paul.
minutes
They've
away
given
from
it to us,
Seattle.
put
That's
it
what's up,
in
dude.
the
I got
end
a
zone
buddy that
twice
lives in
already.
Washington.
I'm gonna keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
Got it. And he couldn't quite make it in. He's run out of bounds at the 1.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. The quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
Now, I think in college, if you get a turnover inside the 20, it starts them at the 20. I've noticed that when I've missed field goals.
I think field.
The give.
It's over. My third string running back just scored a touchdown on him.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are. And
Mel Brown.
Well, another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick.
If they don't score on this drive, they're probably not going to score at all. They better be unranked after this game, honestly.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about...
He lobs one high down the left side.
No!
Catch inside the 30.
Dude, my guy overran that so bad.
And he has it down to the 25-yard line. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10.
What?
That's reeled in. It's Christian. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done.
It's in the chat right there if you need to see it.
And the Buckeyes have taken it inside the 20. Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is improved, and he's doing
I haven't
nice
seen him a whole lot. Doesn't seem like he's been streaming much, really. And when he does, he plays like The Witcher.
That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Haven't really seen him playing a lot of sports lately.
Defense cuts him down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires into the end zone. And another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Crosses midfield. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Huskies.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on.
What, did the Jets pick up Fields?
Makes its way all the way to the end zone.
I didn't see that, to be honest with you. If they did, I think it's a good signing. I think Pittsburgh should have kept Justin Fields anyway. I don't know why they let him go. Seemed like they were having a good season playing him when Wilson was hurt. That man's huge and he can move.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
He got almost more yards than they've had all game on that interception return.
That defense will come out feeling it.
Yeah, I don't know what Pittsburgh was thinking letting him go, to be honest.
Inside is 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders.
Makes the catch on the left. He's loose. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day.
That's lame.
I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
First down for the offense.
Knew I shouldn't have called cover 2 there.
The give. Nice move to keep running. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's got it again. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Finds the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
Yeah, you see the Yankees hit like 3 home runs in a row to open the game the other night. Pretty sure Aaron Judge had 3 home runs in a game too.
They'll try it on the ground.
Oh shit.
He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Brown wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a short and heavy tackle on the tight end. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Tate. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup.
Yeah, they're salty after that World Series loss last year.
Inside the 20. He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Tate. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a grab and go for the score.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here.
One of the Brewers ever looked good, bro.
Pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
41, Ohio State, 14.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
But nice job finding a crease to go get that first. Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced.
I pretty much only ran the ball this game just because I didn't trust throwing it.
I gotta know the situation.
Not against this team. Their defense is way too stacked.
Run for a first down.
Give to Brown. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game.
Why do they even want me to throw it?
They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Fakes his man out. Went to the running game on 3rd down and
11.
picked up 5, but still
They were ranked
a couple
11.
of yards short. It's 4th and 2.
Not sure, to be honest. Well, that's game.
36 first downs.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come
right,
out,
don't show my fucking pick six or nothing, right?
Nothing to
there
worry
it is.
about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long.
What are you guys celebrating about?
Sports college football.
He deserves it. He's the one who got that pick six.
Oh man, and I'm playing FCS East this week. Well, how am I still at 24? What? I just smoked Ohio, dude. What?
They're still 11th.
How? That doesn't make any sense.
East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the UConn Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree, and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see, the Astronauts taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the UConn Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Astronauts.
Oh man, their quarterback's overall is a 68.
And obviously, defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback. Boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Second down coming up.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Astronauts will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, it's Bell. He gets a block. Strikes the blow. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So UConn's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Feeling some heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. UConn will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Thrust that arm out. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Here comes the option. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Astronauts come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the fullback.
The ball carried by the fullback. Picks up 1. Second down.
This offense has a second down play. On the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Astronauts will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The UConn offense goes back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Zings it complete to the right. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll leave it with him. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He wants to throw here on second down. Fires left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They've got it. First and 10 at the 42. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. On the move at the 30. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hansen. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? UConn is now threatening in the red zone. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got the quick pass. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the left. All kinds of running room.
Dang.
He's at the 20. Touchdown, Astronauts. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Got room at the 35. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Quick touch pass to the receiver. To the 15. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Slips away. Quarterback, and the ball slipped out. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, Coach,
just plowing down the field. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On the move. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UConn. Ready to try the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Now on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. The option look. Now the pitch. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Astronauts line up to punt it away. On the move, it's Bell. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. UConn going back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Ready to fire from the pistol. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Goes to the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Astronauts will punt it away on fourth down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looking for a block. It's Bell. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The UConn offense goes back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quarterback on the keeper. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
On second down, he's looking downfield. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Got his man on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that one down a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense set on 1st down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Shakes off the tackler. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Line getting set on second down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense? Scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose.
What was that?
Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He'll bring it back. It's Bell. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. UConn going back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Tackled there by the defense.
Hey, quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. UConn will have to punt it away.
Number 17, on to punt it away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll run the option. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
At the 14-yard line. Second down.
So after the first down run, here's second down. On the option. He'll keep it himself. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. They'll run the option, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The astronauts come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Here comes the offense on second down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now on the option. Across the 25, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll go to the counter play. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Astronauts will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running back goes in motion. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, they handed it off to the fullback, and nice job by the strong safety coming downhill and making a tackle on a big physical ball carrier.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got the tight end. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. Easy call for the refs. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The UConn offense goes back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you've got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
And he can see it, read it, and just flat go. Those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again. And it's just frustrating.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the...
Just steamrolling his way through.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Working the middle, it's complete. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out route. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Power football with the run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Astronauts will kick it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. UConn going back to work on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And now on second down for this offense. This time they'll go to the running game. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing into second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
This UConn offense really has it going. Here's the give off the left side. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Huskies. And the route is on.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in here, he got the long touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Duke. For now, it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Astronauts will call on their punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He's got great speed. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The UConn offense goes back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Huskies! And the beatdown has ensued.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. How about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. The option look. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Second down coming up.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. The Astronauts have it with a 1st and 10. Goes to the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. On the option. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll do it himself. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Play number 9 on this drive. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The give to the fullback. And he has a solid gain before the defense models him up.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Astronauts.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UConn going back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll go back to the ground. They make the tackle, but they'll move the chains, and it's a first down for UConn.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to run it. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. UConn will have to punt it away. On the return, it's Moore. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Running back searching for a hole.
The ball carried by 4. Gain of 1.
Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. A run for the quarterback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The UConn offense goes back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that started...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quick strike complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. UConn will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. The back goes in motion. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's made. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Astronauts will punt this one away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UConn going back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Works the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. First down for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Moore. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Man, those are frustrating, because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. The Astronauts come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Got the back over the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Astronauts are marching down the field. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Off the play fake on first down to throw. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Wiggles free. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often, because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Is that a secret? We've been calling his name all day. Clutch situation around midfield. You need a first down, you give it to him. Nice job running the football physically, getting the first down.
And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's...
And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, UConn! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Astronauts, 17.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back.
The return
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will open from the 15. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Astronauts decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Running it back, it's Bell. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The UConn offense goes back to work. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
How good does that feel, right? You got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I think you got to find as many ways as possible to get this quarterback involved in your running game, whether it's designed runs or whether it's scrambles. He is just way too athletic. You've got to give this guy touches because, as you saw there, he can hurt the defense.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making it.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah.
Touchdown, UConn! And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Minnesota delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Minneapolis for some time. And if this team's not careful, it could become a football school again like it was back in the 1930s and 40s. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Schwartz. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the middle. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And a decent game there before the defense makes a stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Touchdown, Huskies! And the punishment has been extended.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the game. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Astronauts, 17.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They've got the screen set up. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
UConn going back to work on offense. Give to the single back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. UConn will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20.
Return is brought down at the 39. And your UConn Huskies.
The UConn offense goes back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The give as they work on that clock. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They want to run it left here. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Offense getting set for first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.